All right, so good day to everybody. Welcome back as always to the Formula Sports channel. And as always, thanks for being here. You guys know the support is very much appreciated indeed. In this video, I am going to be talking on Latibeaudiere. He's being heavily linked to some big football clubs in Europe. According to the Telegraph, he's being heavily linked to Sporting Club de Portugal, also known as Sporting Lisbon out of Portugal, and Ajax Amsterdam from out of the Netherlands. Two very big football clubs. You know, the Telegraph is saying that are heavily interested in Latibeaudiere. The Coventry City manager was asked about this interest in his player, and he deflected the question, which basically indicates / implies that, you know, there is actually serious interest in his player. You know, whenever you see, you know, managers, you know, sidestepping a question, so to speak, especially a question of that nature. So it's really a good look, ladies and gentlemen. It's really a good look to see a reggae boy attracting serious interest from huge football clubs. It's really a very good look. I mean, Sporting Lisbon and Ajax are two very big, very prestigious clubs, certainly bigger and more prestigious clubs than the club he's currently at. Even though, you know, the club that he's currently at is no small fries club. I want to read a paragraph out of an article, very interesting paragraph. It says whether the Sky Blues can keep hold of the player in the summer could come down to the division they find themselves in. The FA Cup semi-finalists currently sit 7th in the second tier, only 4 points off Norwich City in 6th. And you guys know that 6th place, you know, you guys know what 6th place means in the English Championship. You qualify for the playoffs. So that was a very interesting paragraph that I found in an article about this matter. You know, to be honest with you, whether Coventry gets promoted to the English Premier League, yes or no, me personally, I wouldn't be mad to see this transfer to either Sporting Lisbon or Ajax Amsterdam, even if Coventry get promoted. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, if Coventry gets promoted and he decides to stay, you know, I won't be mad at that either. I'm not going to mad at that. See? But if they do get promoted and him still decide to cut, you know, I would understand why he would want to make a move like this, regardless of whether or not Coventry make it to the English Premier League. A lot of the clubs that get promoted from the English second tier, let's be real, they don't stay up very long. You know, a number of them go back down immediately. Coventry is not the biggest club with the most resources, especially given the trends in recent times where a lot of the promoted clubs, they don't try and break the bank to stay up. You know, we're seeing the trend more and more where the clubs that get promoted, they try and keep the unit together, keep the group that got them promoted together and try and see if they can stay up. So even if Coventry get promoted, I don't really see them lasting too long. You know, even if them survive relegation the first season, I don't really see them lasting too long. And when you juxtapose that with what a club like Sporting Lisbon or Ajax brings to the table, you're talking about prestige, bags, loads of prestige. Prestige in football is a very big thing, you know, and a very underrated thing, you know. It's a very big thing indeed. A lot of people don't seem to understand or realize the importance of prestige in football. You know, you're talking about those clubs frequently being involved in European title chases, European first division title chases, right? In their respective jurisdictions, whether it be Portugal or the Netherlands. Ajax is a frequent winner of the Dutch Eredivisie, and of course, Sporting Lisbon is always, in that title fight, or in the they're one of the three biggest clubs in Portugal, basically. And they're actually currently leading the table now. The last time I saw the Portuguese league standings. So, and they have won it in very recent years as well. So you're talking about being in the middle of, you know, European first division title chases, especially big European first divisions like the Eredivisie and the Portuguese League. We're talking about qualifying for the Champions League, the Europa League. Big deal. It's not every day we see Reggae Boyz playing in the Champions League and the Europa League, and the top clubs in Portugal and the Eredivisie are always in the Europa League and the Champions League, and always, making some noise in those competitions, right? And the fact of the matter is, these two football clubs are known for buying players, improving them, and selling them on to even bigger clubs. So Joel Latibeaudiere going to one of these two football clubs, there's a huge chance that he would improve as a player and get more recognition, and be more recognized as a good footballer, and get moved on to another football club, to a bigger football club in a top 5 league in Europe. That a lot of players go to these two football clubs and end up finding themselves in bigger clubs in top 5 leagues in Europe. So me personally, even if Coventry qualifies or gets promoted rather to the Premier League, I wouldn't be mad to see Joel Latibeaudiere still make one of these moves if one of these two clubs decide to pull the trigger. It would be very interesting to see which one he would choose, Sporting Lisbon or Ajax. Some people would tell you that the Portuguese league is a slightly bigger league than the Eredivisie. Some people would also tell you that Portuguese clubs, generally speaking, especially in recent years, tend to do a little bit better in the Champions League than, for instance, Dutch Eredivisie clubs. Many people would also tell you that Ajax is consistently a more successful football club than Sporting Lisbon, and is as big as Lisbon is. Many people would tell you that Ajax is a slightly bigger club. A good ways bigger club, to be honest with you. Although both are two massive football clubs. So, it would be very interesting to see what direction Joel Latibeaudiere decides to go in. One of the things that I definitely think he would be smart to take into consideration is that the Sporting Lisbon manager is being heavily linked with a move away from Lisbon. Could that potentially affect Lisbon interest in the player? And also, he's their most successful manager in recent years. Would that affect the club and its standing in Portugal and its standing in Europe? So, those are important considerations for Joel Latibeaudiere. Very interesting times ahead for Joel Latibeaudiere. He looks like he's going to have a very big decision to make come the summer, which is it's good. It's good to have headaches such as this, and it's good to have options, especially really, really good, really solid options. I want to quickly read this article on the screen for you. An interesting article that I found about this subject matter. It is titled Victor Gyökeres Deal Could Ease the Wheels for Another Coventry City Exit. Coventry City's Joel Latibeaudiere has been linked with a move to Sporting, the same club who signed Victor Gyökeres last summer. So the article is on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Victor Gyökeres is thriving in Portugal after his move to Sporting CP, and another Coventry City man could be set to join him in the near future. Sky Blues defender Joel Latibeaudiere has been linked with a shock move to the Portuguese Giants, and the Lisbon outfit could strike again by taking a player from the CBS Arena. Clearly, Sporting have been so impressed with Gyökeres that they realized there could be more hidden gems in the championship after And after dealing with the Sky Blues in the past, it could speed up any further potential deals in the future. Whilst this is great for Sporting, Coventry supporters will rightfully be worried that any of their players that impress could be lined up for a move to Portugal, with a move to a club of Sporting stature probably appealing to most Championship players. It's easy to see why clubs are interested in Coventry City's in Coventry City defender Joel Latibeaudiere. Latibeaudiere joined Coventry City from Swansea City in the summer of 2023 after his 3-year deal with the Swans expired. The Jamaica international has impressed for the Sky Blues, and his versatility makes him a huge asset to any side, as he is able to play in central defense, at fullback, and in midfield too. With that in mind, there's no wonder Sporting are interested in him, with Dutch giants Ajax, who explored the EFL market last summer by signing Chuba Akpom, also credited with an interest. Latibeaudiere is a model professional, and despite only being 24 years old, he is a player with an old head on young shoulders, and has even captained the side at times this season despite only joining the club in the summer. Whilst the ex-Manchester City youth product possibly doesn't possess the raw talent of someone like Gyökeres, his mentality, desire to work hard, leadership abilities, and versatility means that he's someone who could be a valuable addition to most squads. During his time at Swansea, Russell Martin spoke about the unseen work that Latibeaudiere does, telling BBC Sport he does amazing things for us and sometimes probably goes unnoticed. Swansea's loss has certainly been Coventry's gain this season, and everyone at the club will surely be hoping that they can keep hold of Latibeaudiere for a little while longer yet. Sporting Lisbon paying attention to Coventry's players is obviously a huge compliment to the work that Mark Robins has done in recent years and the club's talent identification, but it's certainly not something they'll want too much of, as a club of Sporting stature could quite easily turn the heads of players. So that's basically it, in terms of the part of the article that I wanted to read. Yeah, very interesting times ahead. Very, very interesting times ahead for Joel Latibeaudiere. Very, very interesting times ahead indeed. Let's see how it turns out for the player. Let's see how things work out. I'm very interested to see, how things end up going this summer for Joel Latibeaudiere. Me personally, I kind of lean in the direction of hoping that he makes a big move to one of these two clubs. You guys hit me up in the comment section and let me know what you guys think. Knock up the likes button, subscribe, and share. Free and easy ways to support the Formula Sports channel. Take care, guys. Stay safe. And until next time.